Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner.
I'm Elsie Johnson.
We are two sisters, Southern Cooking. Hey y'all, it's Debbie and Elsie. So today we are celebrating Ben's birthday. It's his 61st, so we're doing something we've never done before. We're doing an ice cream cake. So it's also a day of bittersweetness because our cousin John Self passed away today, and we wanted to celebrate his life as well. So Mom's kind of shook up about it, and so is Morris, and we are as well. And we had just saw him last week, and it was really nice to see him. He came down from North Carolina, and he has some property here in Georgia, so he was down visiting, and it was really nice to see him. And you never know. That's why you gotta love everybody, like each other. You have to always forgive and forget and let be, because you never know when it's gonna be your last.
That's right.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started before this ice cream melts, because we'll have a bigger mess than what we're dealing with. So what you want to do is you want to get your ice cream. So what we have is this. This here is a springform pan. It's a 9-inch springform pan. So you want to get your ice cream that is loose enough, but not too loose. You want it to where it will set into the bottom.
And we did vanilla.
Yeah.
And we're doing a strawberry cake. And we're doing
a strawberry whipped cream icing. So I figured that would be kind of cool. We're going to take some strawberry jam, and we're going to do a whipped topping on it, and make it mix it together, and then put it on top of the cake. I know it's going to be good, y'all. That's going to be delicious.
And the crust you're going to do?
We're not going to do any crust.
Okay.
We're just going to do the cake on the bottom. So we're going to do cake on the bottom, cake on the top, and the ice cream in the middle.
Okay.
I kind of figured that would be a pretty a good thing, because that'll give you a base. And we're going to make our cake from scratch. Actually, we're going to cheat a little bit, because we're going to take a white box cake mix, and we're going to put strawberries in it. We're going to put all kinds of yummy strawberry stuff in it, and make it strawberry. It's kind of like our sheet cake that we make,
right,
but it's a little bit different. I actually made one of those sheet cakes 2 nights ago for Ben. I had a horrible shift in the ER 2 days ago, yesterday and the day before, and Ben asked me, he says, can you make a cake? I'm like, yes, I can make a cake. And I tell you what, my best cakes are actually when I'm the tiredest. So it turned out pretty good. So anyways, so we're going to take the whole entire, I think this is a half gallon, correct?
Yeah.
This is a
1.5 quart.
1.5 quart. So what we're going to do is take this, and then we'll push it down to smooth it out, and put it in the freezer, and we're going to let it freeze for about 2 to 3 hours, and then we'll put our cakes together. And in the meantime, we have to let our cakes completely cool down before we can add them together, because you do not want that melting your ice cream. So anyway, I'm just going to try to smooth this out the best we can before it melts, and then we'll put it in the freezer. Now Elsie has a freezer out there on the carport that is, I think, freeze you half to death. So it'll work out just fine. So we have a lot of stuff going on with our family with health matters recently too. We have an uncle that has end-stage cancer that's in Florida, and we went down last week and saw him, and to try to, you know, kind of like show our support and say our goodbyes and everything. So you know what, treat everybody like you know it's your last time of seeing them. No fighting, no fussing, no mussing. You know, you gotta love each other, because life is short, and we don't know how much longer the good Lord's given us on the earth. So this is ready to go into the freezer before it melts. So, all right, we'll be right back. Hey y'all, so we are making the strawberry portion of the cake. So we've already put the ice cream in a springform pan, so all we have to do is lift it out, slide it onto the top of the cake, and then we put the other top layer on it, and then we ice it, put it back in the freezer. Oh, it's gonna be good, y'all. So this here is kind of simple. I have a white cake mix, like a regular box cake mix, Betty Crocker. Just put that in here, and then I'm going to put in a 3 ounce of strawberry gelatin. So I'm mixing all my dry ingredients together. So I have 3 tablespoons of sugar and all-purpose flour. I'm just going to mix this together here. And then I'm going to put in my eggs, my oil, and my water. And then at the very end, we're going to fold in our strawberries. That's got such a pretty pink color. Look at that. So pretty, y'all. It smells good too. That strawberry gelatin always makes it smell good. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour in my oil and water. It's the funniest thing, water always drops to the bottom, the oil's always on the top. Okay, so I have the 2 eggs in here. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of just mix it a little bit together. I'm going to mix this on high with the mixer, and then we're going to come back and do it like maybe 2 minutes on medium, just to make sure it's real smooth, and then we're going to put it in individual pans. We have 2 9-inch pans. We're going to bake it at 350. It'll be some good eating, y'all. So I have a bunch of strawberries here, about a cup. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold it in. And then we're going to put it in our individual pans. Oh, that looks so good. That's gonna be good, y'all. Okay, y'all, so Elsie and I are back at it. So we're gonna go ahead and pour these in here. So Elsie, just let me know when you think we're halfway. You're the expert on this.
A little bit more.
Okay. Tell me.
That's a pretty color.
That is a pretty color.
Okay, try this one
I'm
out.
telling you, I just tasted it.
Uh-huh.
It's a good taste. It has a delicious taste. And those strawberries in it's going to make it really very moist. So, because there's juice from the strawberries in it too.
You could probably put the rest of it in that one.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, mixed up really nice. So I was just saying we're going to do a strawberry jam whipped icing. So we take the the regular heavy whipping cream, and we're going to make our own icing with gelatin. So. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put these in the oven at 350. We're going to get them out. They're going to be some good eating, y'all. I can't wait until we can actually put them together. You can see how we're going to do that, and then we will put them back into the freezer, and we'll put the icing on top of it, put it back into the freezer, and let it freeze for the rest of the day until maybe about an hour beforehand. Then we'll take it out and put it in the refrigerator so it thaws a little bit. This is going to be good. This is Ben's birthday cake, so we'll see you guys when we... Okay, y'all, we are hand mixing our ingredients here, and then we're going to put it in our pan and bake it at 350. Hey y'all, so we're going to go ahead and make the strawberry jam whipped topping that goes on top of our cake. So you don't want to put like a buttercream or any kind of thing that's going to be too heavy on an ice cream cake, because it's not going to hold up well and it'll crack, especially with it being in the freezer. But if you do a whipped topping, it loves freezers. So it's the best of both worlds. We mix up our heavy whipping cream, our vanilla extract, and our confectioner's sugar and make our whipped topping. Okay, so we are at soft peaks now. So I'm going to go ahead and put our strawberry jam in here, and I'm going to go ahead and mix this together. Okay guys, so we're just going to put a little squirt of red food coloring on it just to give a little bit of color. And we have to be careful with not over mixing this, because it's going to turn into butter, so we don't want to do strawberry butter. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and put this in the freezer, let it set up. Then when we're ready to take it out, then we'll go ahead and take it out, put it on top of our cake. It's going to be good, y'all. We can't wait for you guys to see our ice cream cake, our very first. Elsie and I are spreading our wings and doing all kinds of fun things. So we will see you guys in our next video.
So this took about 5-10 minutes for me to mix it by hand. It would probably take less than that if it was a stand mixer, but we added in some strawberry jam into it and it was delicious.
Hey y'all, so we are at the stage. Now this is a critical stage for us because remember, this is our first time making an ice cream cake. So this is my impotent wisdom. So if it doesn't work out, then you know it was a screw up. So I'm gonna go ahead and release our springform pan. And I'm going to go ahead and release this here.
This is a great idea for the ice cream in a springform pan because it was easy to remove and it was also easy to invert and put on top of our cake. It was very important that Elsie and I worked together very fast to get this icing on the cake because we were afraid the icing was going to melt as well as the ice cream.
I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie. We're two sisters Southern cooking.
And we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.